dokie. Test, test, test for me. And how about you?
Test, test, test. I can hear ambient.
I got you, and we got the ambient. And we'll probably keep it about there when we're talking.
Okay.
Maybe even a little lower. If we're
Depending
going to
upon that cowbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have the cowbell. So what I'm going to do is turn.
Viking fans, get on your feet. At this time, will you please rise? Remove your the North Kitsap Marching Band in the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's captains for Archbishop Murphy. Number 14, Anthony Gurley. Number 17, Bailey Singh Halpin. Number 78, Jesus Echeverria. And number 62, Aiden Wildcat Waite. For the Vikings, number 8, Cole Milliard. Number 24, Christian Tong. Number 54, Marcelo Sanchez. And number 21, Sean Crow.
Wesley! Right back in. Let's go, Bubba!
Archbishop Murphy wins the toss and defers to the second half. North Kitsap will receive.
Welcome to West Sound TV Presents High School Football 2015, and we are in the postseason. And believe it or not, it's a quarterfinal state championship game right up here in Paulsville at the North Kitsap Stadium. I'm the Dr. Doc Power. Spencer Anderson's on the camera and the computer. Kitty Campagna on that other microphone. And thanks to the Kitsap Sun for making it possible for us to bring our community this great ball game, quarterfinals, as the North Kitsap Vikings host the undefeated Archbishop Thomas Murphy Wildcats. And let's also thank the Vikings for beating River Ridge last week to make this game possible. Going into it, River Ridge undefeated, and the Vikings beat them 17-6.
Well, Doc, what an exciting evening. Next stop, Tacoma Dome is
That's
what all
right.
these guys are thinking, but they have to make it through tonight, obviously. And it is going to be a matchup. North record may not look as good at 8-3, but they are just peaking when they need to. That loss to Olympic was exactly what they needed to kick them in the rear end and say, we're going to have to play a little bit harder if we're going to win these things.
Well, the first two contests in postseason were away games. And just the way it worked out, I guess the WCDWIAA, they make it to the quarterfinals, and it's here in Paulsville.
And what a crowd. I got here at
great.
6 and all lots were filled. I mean, it was crazy.
Well, the toss was in favor of Archbishop Murphy. They deferred, and so the North Kitsap Vikings will go on offense. And you know, it was last year, minus a week, that we saw the last North Kitsap football game against Hawkinson, and that was even colder than it is tonight, I'll tell you that. And it's pretty chilly tonight, but it's crisp. There's no wind and not the torrential downpour we had at Olympic last week.
Last week was absolutely crazy on the rain. It said 37 as I drove up, and I'm probably a little bit colder already.
Oh, look out, going to the air immediately, but a nice knockout there by Archbishop Murphy's number 21, Austin Earl.
They started off by deferring and taking the kick, which isn't a big surprise. Number 3, Ryan Henderson, was named Special Teams Player of the Year for the Cascade Conference. And he has on the year, I know I have the 33 touchbacks out of 79 kickoffs. So they like his leg a lot.
Second down now for North Kitsap. QB Chris Andrews out there. And it's a handoff to the running back. Nice run, breaks through some space to the 30, the 35. Good job there on that second down play.
That was Sam Hendon with the nice run. He and Solis getting a whole lot more work as running backs once Sean Crowell hurt his hand. So what a nice job he did on that.
And you know, just for a moment to go back to last week's game, the MVP in the Olympic League, Jordan Chenard from Olympic, we commented he wasn't out there last week.
Well, he wasn't the only one, Doc. They had two other first-teamers. Mr. Keith Moore ended up in the sideline second half, and Fernandez as well.
Oh man, Chris is running out of the pocket, running for his life, and he gets across the line of scrimmage, and he's going to actually pick up some good yardage on that one. Man, he was running for his life.
Number 40, Luke Riojas, right behind him, but Chris shows some nice mobility on that one. Smart enough. First of all, he freed himself from a couple possible tackles there, and then going around the end for positive yardage.
Well, they'll give him about 4 on that one. That'll bring up a second down now, and 6 for the Vikings. Ball is just beyond their 40-yard line. One man in the backfield. Yeah, it's a handoff to the back coming around this side, and nothing doing on that one. Archbishop Murphy was right in on that.
14 and 40, 14 being Anthony Gurley. He was the offensive MVP for the Cascade Conference and first team secondary.
And 40 is Luke Riojas.
Just a freshman.
That's right.
Had 34 tackles on the year, and 4 of those were for a loss.
Third down now, and about 6 for the Vikings in their own 40. And a little bit of trickery that didn't go much anywhere there. And in fact, they're going to lose one on that one, which is going to bring up 4th down and a long 7. And it looks like they will have to kick it away.
Archbishop Murphy having a great year, undefeated. Not many close games.
Yeah, that one is going to go out of bounds. Yeah, let's see where they're going to mark it at. Now they'll mark it, looks like at about the 35-yard line. Pretty good punt. And no run back since it went out of bounds.
You do have to look at it that way sometimes. They have some good guys out there with their running back. Our officials tonight, we'll recognize our head official. It's Rob Schauger, the umpire Mike Shumway, head linesman Joel Taylor, line judge Fred Perkins, and back judge Art Claflin. Our chain crew run by T.J. Brown.
Connor Johnson under center with 2 men behind him in the I formation, and that second running back gets some yardage, and he's still on his feet. There were at least 2 or 3 Vikings there, and he's going to move it out beyond the 50-yard line into Viking territory by about half a yard.
That was Kerry Jackson. He needed 4 yards to have 1,000 yards on the year, and he's there.
That should do it.
They're going to have to get him for a big loss to make that change.
First down for Archbishop Thomas Murphy, actually, the ATM.
I know. You think of the bank.
We'll call them the Wildcats. How about that? Pitch back to the running back, and again he finds some running room. Brought down in the secondary, but I think it's going to be just about enough. Maybe short. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be short by maybe half a yard of another first down.
That was Anthony Gurley. He is a junior and has 32 rushes for 438 yards and 7 TDs. They have a lot of weapons, Doc. 11 different players scoring a touchdown on the ground this year.
I was going to say, they got a lot of stuff behind their names on that schedule.
I've got a couple stats, don't I, Doc?
Yeah.
I was busy this afternoon.
And again, a handoff to Anthony, and he'll pick up the first down.
Checked out the Cascade Conference All-Stars, and Archbishop Murphy absolutely dominated. Now, that's an interesting conference because they have 2A and 1A, and the number 2 team in the conference, Kings, still alive in 1A. In fact, they're the team that beat Port Townsend.
And actually, that was Kerry Jackson with that run on that, and it's another first down for the Wildcats. Ball is at just about the 34-yard line of North Kitsap. So the North Kitsap D here is going to have to stiffen up, but timeout for Archbishop Thomas Murphy Wildcats.
Here was one of my favorite stats. Here we are in the 12th game of the year. Archbishop Murphy, 10 punts on the year, less than a punt a game.
Wow.
And I don't think it's just because they always go for it. They have scored 45 rushing TDs and 19 passing TDs.
Well, and they have had a strong football program since they came into playing football in about 2000, I think it was. And since then, they have won a bunch of games. And the head coach there is Jerry Jensen. And so last week, of course, we saw the Olympic High Trojans and last year's 2A championship team, Cedro Woolley. And boy, these guys are starting to look pretty good out there. North's going to have to stiffen up on their defense.
They're rated number 4 in the state.
Oh,
there would be stiffing.
That would exactly be the right prescription.
66. Wow,
Nice.
What a tackle. Taylor Woodworth.
Senior out there. And Jackson carrying it again, and that's going to be a loss of 2 yards, bringing up 2nd down and 12 here in quarter number 1, up at North Kitsap's Viking Stadium. We can call it that this time since Kingston is not the home team. 2nd down and 12. Back in the gun, quarterback. Drop back. He wants to go to the air, but good coverage. He's got an open man, and it's going to be caught.
I think that is 14 made the catch.
That would be Gurney if it was 14. I actually was trying to see the referee to see if he was going to call it a catch or not. Another first down for Archbishop Murphy. And once again, they want to go to the air, roll out to this near side. The quarterback will pull it down, though, and will be driven out of bounds. Uh-oh, we got a flag, and the quarterback for Archbishop Murphy getting up a little bit slowly there. Connor Johnson, the junior. Looks like he's okay. And that flag was thrown at the point where he went out of bounds. Probably indicates a hit outside of the boundaries.
That or just where he hit him. He did not hit him with the helmet, but he came in with the shoulder, and they're just being really cautious these days.
Yeah, Rob Schauger, the head man, will let us know. Personal foul against North Kitsap, which will be half the distance to the goal. And first down.
Now, Connor taking the ball and running, he's done some of that, but he was actually had 23 rushes for a negative 42 yards.
Wow.
So for him to have gotten some positive, it's not something that North is probably looking at in the game plan, Connor running with it.
That'll help the stats a little bit.
Yeah, it'll bring it a little bit closer to that 0 line.
Well, North did a nice job of covering the receivers on that one. And this time a handoff wide open and into the end zone for the first points on the board. Ben Hines.
We're here at 7:28 in the first quarter and the first score.
And 6 on the board for the Wildcats. They'll set up for the PAT. Holder is going to be Connor Johnson.
So Ryan Henderson, their kicker, made 70 of 71 PAT attempts. First of all, who even gets 71 PAT attempts?
Yeah, that's for sure.
And it came out as 100%, even though it wasn't because of the where they rounded it up.
Yeah, procedure, false start against the Wildcats. That'll move him back 5. Boy, he's again, there's just a ton of stats behind a lot of these guys.
Could be why they are 11-0.
Yeah, that's for sure. Out of Everett.
They're in District 1, where there's still actually 3 teams remaining in this championship. Cedro-Woolley, Squalicum, and Archbishop Murphy.
Oh, and it's blocked. And so, what was that record on the
71
PATs?
out of 72, I think is what I said,
That's
Doc.
what it would be.
70 out of 71.
So now it's 70 out of 72. Thanks to some great D by the North Kitsap defense. And you know, we saw that last week at Olympic on the first play or scoring drive by Cedro-Woolley. They missed that opening PAT. Now, in that case, it didn't make any difference.
No,
as
he didn't
the
miss
game went
anything
on.
after that. We can promise you that.
But it's a different day, a different game, and it's the North Kitsap Vikings only down by 6 instead of 7.
And that is a good move. I mean, it's something that's going to build up your momentum. Of course, your team's going to feel good that you blocked it. It wasn't just a miss. You were in on it. So some great special teams work there.
Sam Hendon, and it looks like Dax Solis back there. Dax had a great game last week down there at, I think it was South Sound Stadium where they played River Ridge. Henderson kicking. Yeah, whistle blows. And I think it might be a procedural call. We'll see what they do with it.
Bring the brand new ball out. Still set at the same thing, so something.
Well, maybe the refs weren't ready.
That could be.
You do have to wait for them to blow that whistle, but I thought it looked like over on the sideline judge at least was ready. Well, we'll try it again. Ball still on the 40.
Give Henderson one more opportunity to kick it out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good one, but picked up in the end zone by Dax Ellis, and he's going to not attempt a run out. I don't know that you can in high school.
You cannot in high
That's
school.
correct.
So the couple of sophomores back there, actually Hendon's a junior, and Solis just a sophomore, having a really good year once he got to be used a bit more in his breakout.
Well, that'll bring it out to that 20-yard line for the North Kitsap Vikings. And the defense kind of let Archbishop Murphy walk down, or not walk, but fight their way down the field on that last one. And here we go, first down for North Kitsap, coming around this near side. Nice job there. That's Dax Solis. He gained over 200 yards last week in that River Ridge contest. And that was in pouring rain. They had the same rain that we did at
Weird
Olympic.
that they too had rain that night. Yeah, exactly.
So move the chains. First down North. That'll move them out to their own 31-yard line.
This North team with a lot of members of the Olympic All-League team, first and second string, and not quite as many as Archbishop Murphy, but you have to realize you had that Olympic team, and you had some quality teams in the league.
Running back, Dax Solis, and he'll move it out beyond the 40.
Taking several Wildcats with him.
It's going to be about 2 yards to go to get a first down. Ball beyond, just on that 40 more or less.
One of them bringing them down, Ben Hines, who happens to be a first-team linebacker for Cascade Conference.
Second down, let's say 1.5. Chris Andrews, only a junior out there. Oh, first down for the Vikings, moving it out to the 45-yard line.
Excellent patience by this North Kitsap team. They are mainly a running team, but once in a while throwing in a pass when necessary. Coach Weibel was saying that he's going to let Chris Andrews loose, but he's waiting until next year. He might have to do that tonight.
Well, and Chris came in at the end of last year's season, and because of an injury to their starting quarterback, so he got some significant playing time in the post. Oh, look out, right up through the middle into Wildcat territory. And that would be Dax Solis.
I think we're going to memorize that number 32 pretty quickly.
Well,
nice hole, and what acceleration through that.
And again, Dax is only a sophomore, 6 foot, 200-pound running back. Man, nice job. And those big guys up front just blew that hole open right over the center.
Well, and I'd had stats from the prior to the Olympic game, which is actually what some of these are for North Kitsap. I've only been able to update some, but he had doubled his numbers in those 2 weeks in between.
Well, he got a lot more playing time with Sean Crowell's injury. And whistles blow. Let's see, timeout. Coach Weibel and the North Kitsap Vikings will take a timeout. 5:22 left to go in number 1. And the Wildcats are on top by 6.
Coach Weibel doing just a really nice job with this team, and even though they didn't win that game and they didn't win the Olympic League, that didn't mean they could not continue on, and he's done a great job in the playoffs running his guys and depending upon his defense. As he says, if his offense can give him 14, he's pretty convinced his defense can stop the other team, which is pretty impressive.
And I believe I read something that they had only made it this far 3 times in the last 20 or so years since the 90s. And, of course, the other team, football team, in these last 20 years from Kitsap County that has made it at least this far was the Central Kitsap Cougars in that first year or two that Coach Keel was there, making it to the semis, and that was the 4As down at the Tacoma Dome. 2008. Okay, first down now. The ball's going to be placed at the 37-yard line of the Wildcats. Milliard moving over to this other side on the end, and handoff over that right side between guard and tackle. That's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. Again, Solis with the carry. He's in that halfback position.
He's listed at 6 foot, 200 pounds, and that's a pretty solid running back. And right there, he's proving he does more than that. Quick through around the end or through that opening. He's also able to grind just a little bit.
Second down now for North Kitsap. And about 7 to go for the first. Handoff, that one's not going to pick up a whole lot. And right in there on that number 78 for the Wildcats would be Jesus Echeverria Jr. at 6'3". Excuse me.
6'3", 305 pounds. First team defensive line, not surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm glad you got the 305 out while I was choking.
Well, that sounded like that might have been what choked you. Oh, boy, that's big.
300, it is big. Third down and 7 now for the Vikings.
He's one of the team leaders in tackles for loss and sacks. And if you're sacked by him, that's got to hurt.
Oh, ball knocked down. They were attempting to go to Cole Milliard, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the guys coming in on that is another big fella, number 85, Abe Lucas, 6'8", 260. And he leads the team with 10 tackles for losses and 3 sacks.
So once again, that ATM defense stops the Vikings in their offensive plays, and it looks like they'll have to punt it away.
I did like that they were able to change their field position some.
No, high snap. Nice job to get that one away, period. And they'll place it at about, let's see, Yeah, it looks like about the 15-yard line, or it's going to be.
Ball will be placed
17, it looks like, is where it will end up being placed for the Wildcats to take over. We've got 3:54 left to go in quarter number 1. 6-point lead for Archbishop Murphy.
We'll see what the defense is going to do this time. It didn't seem to be stopping much. Oh, that might help.
Oh, look out. Connor Johnson managed to grab it, but lost back to the 9-yard line. High snap on that one.
Really nice job by Corey Jackson coming in there, touching him down, not getting any silly foul by trying to jump on top of him.
Oh boy, that one's a big one. That's a loss of about 10, 11 yards. 10 yards, moving it back to the 9-yard line for a 2nd down and 20.
Excuse me, loss of 9, 2nd down, 19.
Typically, they too are a rushing team with about 250 a game, but 140 from passing, so it's obvious they can make that happen.
This time a good snap. Pass, look out!
Oh! And if he could juggle, he'd be there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That was Kyler Gordon, one of their leading receivers.
And he was open. He was wide open going across the middle there. And, yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it, so we didn't have to get into the discussion about what is a completed pass.
Did he make a football move, and did he? No, never quite had control of that particular one, but.
Nope. But he was open, so North Kitsap's going to have to tighten it up a little bit.
That was pretty amazing how quickly that play developed.
3rd down now. North D has got a big opportunity here. Oh, man, good coverage there. Look out! Oh, North Kitsap fans.
Oh, there it was until he tripped
was.
over the downed Wildcat.
Almost had the takeaway, but it is going to force the 4th down. And
Oh, and a flag, Doc.
it's going to be against the Wildcats.
The penalty is for illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield.
Well, North is going to decline it because I guess they would redo the down.
They would.
So Coach Wyville says, we'll take it a 4th down. You can kick it to us.
We are seeing a rarity, Doc. As I said, only 10 punts over the year.
So the North Kitsap D doing their job on that one. And in his own end zone. And quarterback moves out, so the kicker, Hines, can get in there. Oh boy, that ball is going to go to just beyond the Wildcat 45, but that's going to be great starting position. Just under 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1 for the Vikings.
Nice turn of events. Great job by this North Kitsap defense. They took advantage of that early bad snap and didn't let them get any first downs, which is huge.
And you know, it helped that the offense was able to spend some time on the field on that last series there, so the D gets a little breather.
Well, that and the fact that they're always talking about, moving the chains and moving where you're getting the ball. They've gotten the ball with much better position to start this time.
Pitch out to Solis, but, well, he'll make it into maybe a yard or 2 or 3.
Gurley and
Actually, it was Hendon with the run.
Gurley and Lucas bringing him down.
Dax 32, Sam 33. Got those running backs out there. As we said, Sean Crowell has a broken finger and hasn't seen a whole lot of playing time.
I think he's still doing some playing, but in mainly defense and not so much. It's kind of hard to hold on to the ball when your hand is all bandaged.
Yep. Okay, 2nd down now for North. Ball at the 43. Oh, and this time it is Solis and pretty much driven out of bounds at the line of scrimmage.
First met by Austin Earl, the senior, at 6 foot, 200 pounds. They equal each other, so that must be why he didn't gain anything.
They got some big guys out there.
Well, as you can see, and any person who is highlighted on this is part of the Cascade Conference all league team.
2 minutes to go in number 1, and it's going to be a third down and about 8. Long 7 for North. Quarterback keeping it and going to the air. It's complete, but it's not going to be far enough for that first down.
That's Cole Milliard, the senior, 6'4", 230. He is your typical tight end, and he was named first team tight end for the Olympic League.
4th down and 2. Ball is at the 39, 38-yard line, 39, let's say. And once again, that defense for the Wildcats has stopped the offense of the Vikings.
This might be one where you would expect them to go for it, but I think they're still trying to just make sure that the Wildcats have the full field to go.
No, they are going for it, Kitty.
Okay, so he did. I don't think he got it, though.
I don't think so either. I think he's going to be about a half-yard short.
Depending upon where they set it. The people on this side of the field say, oh, it's good, it's good.
That would be the North Kitsap side. And Rob Schauger says, bring the chains in. We'll check this one out. So we might be able to get a shot of it if the referees and umpires aren't in between Spencer and us.
We needed to request that ahead of time. Could you please not block our camera shot? Not a bad move, even if they don't get it, because it's still in their own territory.
Yep. Oh, man. Probably the half the length of the football short.
Yep.
Oh, that was close. That was real close. And, yeah, I agree, Kitty. At this point, why not go for it? The Wildcats are still in their own territory.
And what your defense did for you last time, you're going to have to trust them to do it again and keep them out of North Kitsap territory.
This time it wasn't as long a break, though.
True.
For those guys on D. And, of course, at this level,
there is no break.
I was going to say most of the guys play both offense and defense here at the high school level. First down for the Wildcats. Ball on their own 36 in the I formation. Hand off to the running back, and oh man, he just put his head down and got 10 yards on that.
There was a bit of a spin in there too, one or two of them, and he just kept going forward. 208 pounds, 5'11".
He went up through a bunch of Vikings to get that first down, move the chains.
Ben's a sophomore, just like Solis out there.
Minute to go here in number 1. First down for the Wildcats at their own 47-yard line.
Great group of fans below us trying to cheer on the Vikings.
And off to the running back again. And number 5 out there, Ben Hines. Hines has been carrying the load. This time he'll pick up about 4.
A little bit of hitch in the giddy-up of number 62. That's Aiden Wildcat Waite. He's part of their offensive line and was second-team offensive line for the conference.
Clock is ticking. 20 seconds here to go in this first quarter. It looks like the Wildcats will maybe get this play off. Second down and about 6. They don't seem to be in a big hurry, but they've got time.
I kind of think
5 seconds on the play clock. Oh, good job by the defense for North Kitsap. Held them to a couple. Yeah, we saw that back judge raise his hand with the 5-second call. And that'll do it at the end of number 1. It's a 6-0 lead for the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats over our North Kitsap Vikings. Well, welcome back to North Kitsap Stadium up here in Paulsbo as West Sound TV presents high school basketball 2015, and we are at the WIAA quarterfinals up here as the Vikings host the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats. I'm the doctor, Doc Parr. Spencer Anderson's on the camera, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and we really want to thank the KitsapSun.com/Game of the Week, GOTW, for making it possible. This is really a bonus game for us.
Doc, we just keep working later and later into November every year. We're going to...
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. This is absolutely wonderful. Spencer had commented to his mom that for once the year hadn't ended with him freezing up at North Kitsap, and I think that is exactly why North Kitsap beat River Ridge, so that he could experience that.
Yeah, last year, as I said, it was the week before, the second round. Larry Rowe offered to do a camera for us. I think it was Dave and I were up here calling it, Dave Ziesmer, and it was really cold.
It was a cold night, no doubt about it.
Tonight.
Yep. Unfortunately, that offsides by North Kitsap enough for a first down for Archbishop Murphy.
Yep, it moves him to the 41-yard line in Viking territory. Johnson's got it. He's rolling out, looking for somebody to pass to, but he's going to keep it. And he's going to get a first down, I think, depending on where he goes out of bounds. Our chain man there got out of the way quickly.
Intelligently dropped it and ran. Don't run me over. It's cold out here. Oh, he only got about 5 yards. He went out before I thought he had.
Okay, well, it's second down now and about 5, and we're just underway in quarter number 2, a quarterfinal matchup, and the winner of this one moves on to the Tacoma Dome next weekend for the semifinals in the WIAA State of Washington 2A football championship tournament.
And they will play the winner of the Tumwater-Squalicum matchup that's happening in up north right now.
Good job that time by the North Kitsap D, holding him to a yard or two on that one.
And this particular contest is actually a WCD3 sponsored contest. It is WIAA as well, but the home team and their district is who actually is hosting this particular game. And that's why we're able to actually be able to live stream it, because of the district giving us permission and making it happen with payment by the Sun.
And again, thanks to the folks down there at the Sun for making it possible. It's great for us to be able to share this action with our community and to share it with the entire nation. And ATM takes a timeout here.
Well, my guess is there are 1 or 2 people up in Everett who may not have made the trip down here, and we know that we got some tweets and we had a Facebook posting from a lady in our last one for Cedro Woolley. She had bronchitis, so she was up at home and really happy to be able to see the game. And then the AD for Cedro Woolley said for his kids were unable to come, but they were able to watch it on the live stream, so that was pretty cool for them. And we think that is so important. That's exactly why you and I volunteer, because that is exactly what we're doing, volunteering our time and effort here. And that and the fact that I think we may be football junkies.
Let's say high school sports.
That is true.
Football.
Yeah, that is true. Cause
volleyball,
yeah,
basketball.
I know. They always go, well, but those aren't bringing in tons of money. And we just, too bad. You have people who want to do it and people who we want to share it with.
Third down for the Wildcats. They got about 2 yards to go to get a first. So big opportunity here for the Vikings to stop them. Handoff, running back going over to that right side. He's got the first down as he moves inside to about the 25-yard line, I think is where they're going to place it.
That was Kyler Gordon, who is also one of their top receivers. Looked like for a second he was going to slip and fall down, but adjusted his feet and went forward. Just a sophomore. They have some youth on this. Their quarterback, Connor Johnson, a junior. A couple other people out there, just sophomores.
Well, and so does North Kitsap.
That's
actually.
true.
They've got
their quarterback is a junior.
And running back Solis, a sophomore. Uh-oh, now.
There's some finger pointing going on now, Doc. He moved first.
It is going to be procedure.
And they are correct. He
the
did move
Wildcats.
first.
That'll move him back 5. Move it back to about the 31-yard line, 1st and 15, and got about 10.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Wildcats are up by 6.
So, Doc, we were talking about Sean Kroll's injury. Check out number 21 out there with the big cast on. Pretty easy to find on the field.
Yep.
Still playing in the secondary.
Yeah, that would be tough to hold onto the ball with a cast that size. And the quarterback hands it off, but a good job. One of the first guys in there for North is Cole Milliard.
That was Gordon with the carry again.
And he's only going to pick up 1 or 2 on that. 2nd down now, and let's say 13.
Their big back Jackson had some early runs. We haven't seen much out of him recently.
Yeah, Hines has been doing a lot of the ball carrying for the Wildcats.
Anthony Gurley, also one of their major guys. He was the offensive MVP for the Cascade Conference.
Johnson with a handoff to Hines. And the North Kitsap D does a good job there. 57 in on it, 70 in on it.
That's as stiff as you get. That was a nice job.
57, Corey Jackson. 70, Maurice Reed. 3rd down, and let's say 11, maybe 12. So they picked up barely a yard on that last play.
My guess is that out there we have number 55, Bob Evans, who was the defensive MVP for the 2nd year in a row for Olympic League. And he's probably getting double teamed, which opens up a few of these other guys for tackles.
Johnson puts a man in motion, and we have whistles.
Timeout.
Timeout. And I think this one is going to be called by North.
No, they actually
okay.
pointed to Archbishop Murphy.
Okay. They've been using their timeouts. Do we have a TOL up there?
It says 2, but I thought they would only have 1 left.
That's what I thought, because I remember 2.
Unless they suddenly think they get 3 per quarter, and I know there have been timeouts used on both, so. But so far, a really nice job by the defense.
It looked to me like there was a little bit of confusion on the sidelines here on North, which is why I thought it was North that called that timeout, but apparently they were ready to go. It was the Wildcats didn't like the looks.
The Wildcats, I think, are used to scoring a few more points, which of course may still be the case. Their last game, they won handily, 56-21 over Black Hills.
Johnson puts that man in motion from the tee. Quick drop back, and he's going to the air deep and beyond the intended receiver. He was open.
There might have been openings in a couple spots, but that was just an overthrown ball that number 14 could not bring in. That's Anthony Gurley.
So 4th down now, about 11-12 to go for a first.
And although
now,
Ryan
they do
Henderson,
have a kicker.
he has not been successful for field goals. He's 5 of 10, and 38 yards is his longest. So I don't think that's the way that they're going to go.
This would definitely be longer than that, and the Wildcats are going to go for it. Quarterback's going down under center. Straight drop back. Looking for somebody to pass it to, and great defense out there by the Vikings.
Again, Gurley looked as if he was open, and that one was thrown behind him. So,
and Milliard right there on the D on that one.
The one I was looking at was the big tight end, 85. When you just throw it high enough, he's 6'8".
Wow.
He's had 4 catches on the year, which may be somewhat underutilized, 3 of which were touchdowns.
So the Vikings D once again holds, and the offense will take over for North. Quick pitch out to Solis. Solis puts his head down, and he'll pick up about 4 or 5 on that one.
Good blocking, stringing that out.
I like that quick pitch. That was no hesitation.
Number 7 coming up, Gimpy for Archbishop Murphy.
That's Dylan Sinjhoppen. And again, a freshman.
Yes.
Wow.
24 tackles on the year, 4 interceptions. I think he's proven his worth.
Second down now for North. And this time, a running game's only going to pick up a yard or so on that. Trying to go up through that middle. You can just see the size of those guys out there on the defensive line. 56, 78, 58. They're all big guys.
56, 5'10", 270. Yeah, that's got some size to it.
58 is Darian Joseph, 6'5", 240.
So what he makes up in less weight, he makes up in height.
Third down now, and a long 4. Andrews fakes it. He wants to go to the air, and ball bouncing around. Luckily, that wasn't a pick 6.
Well, he had Jesus Echeverria Jr. in his face. That's the 6'3", 305-pound gentleman who has a couple sacks on the year and had to get rid of it.
Fourth down now for the Vikings, and they will have to kick. 7 minutes, 16 seconds left to go here in this first half.
Kanan Warren, the kicker, the senior, he was the first team kicker for the Olympic League.
Oh. Yeah, what was that, Kitty?
Well,
you can't do a quick kick.
You can't when you're past the line of scrimmage either. You can kick it. That was an interesting move.
Yeah, that one, I don't know.
He does typically will do a little bit of a run to the side and then kick it, but I just don't think he knew where he was on the field at that point.
Well, that's going to put the ball in the Wildcats' hands on the North Kitsap 35-yard line with the first down and 7 minutes to go in this first half up here at Viking Stadium.
See if the defense can remain as stout as they've been, doing a great job this after that initial touchdown.
Hines with it for the Wildcats, and he'll pick up about 5 on that.
Good job by his offensive line to just bull his way through.
Reed on that tackle for North. Second down now for the Wildcats. Again, a handoff to Hines. And fighting his way forward. I think he's going to be about a yard short on that one.
Corey Jackson just trying to hang on and keep him from getting that extra yard. These two teams had 2 common opponents. One was Black Hills. The Wildcats beat them 56-21. North lost to them 21-6 early in the year. And they actually both played Kingston. North beat them 28-7 and the Wildcats 38-0. So some common things there, but there's not a lot you can compare.
Third down, about a yard to go. And ball's on the ground, but Hines picks it up, and let's see if it's going to be enough.
Placement looks like it's going to be awfully close.
Yes.
Looking for the hand that says...
First down, says Rob Schauger. Ball be at the 25-yard line. Exactly.
Yeah, it couldn't be much closer on that particular one.
So, first down for the Wildcats.
A little bit of change in personnel for North, getting some fresh legs out there.
Back in the gun, and good job there immediately in the backfield for North, number 69. And that would be Quentin Noda. And we have a Wildcat down on the field there.
Noda, one of these Vikings who was made first team defensive line. He's had a great year. He's, as a junior, 39 tackles, 11 of those for losses, 3 sacks, and 2 fumble recoveries.
Well, as we mentioned, a lot of juniors and seniors out there for Coach Weibel and the crew up here at North Kitsap. So, yep, we've got 5:21 left to go in the first half as they tend to the injured Wildcat. And once again, let's take some time to thank the kitsapsun.com/GOTW, which means Game of the Week. And it's just been fun. Last week we did the second round down at Olympic, Silverdale Stadium. And this week, number 3, the third round of postseason play up here at Viking Stadium.
I'm not seeing a number on the Wildcat who is down, but they've moved both teams off. Trainer out there with him.
54.
That would be Jackson Yost, a junior.
And he gets up on his own and is heading off.
He's huge for this team, and not just by the 6'2", 6'3", 260. He was first team offensive line, first team defensive line. So he is such an important cog to this Wildcat team.
Well, we'll bring up second down now, and just about that same 10 yards to go. Ball just inside the 25 now. And quarterback over. We need somebody else here.
He's counting them, huh?
Yeah.
I think you're essential to this play. Ooh, there was movement.
Yeah. Well. Yep, illegal procedure against the Wildcats. That'll move them back that same 5 that we saw a series or 2 ago. Second down now and just under 15 to go.
Now what we'll have to look for is to see if 54 does re-enter at some point. Actually, by having that, they could re-enter him because that's considered a play in between.
Back in the gun. Connor Johnson's got one man behind there with him, and a handoff to number 14. Made a nice move to get outside, but there's a yellow flag
There's
down
double
there.
flags, Doc. First one, I believe, is going to be a hold. Oh, and here comes another.
And we will wait and see. Yep, hold against the Wildcats.
We were commenting today as we watch college football, they must have, I think it's a little bit of beans in the end, and it's hard, so it will fly and go to where they throw it. And it looked today that the referee was throwing it at a player on purpose. Take that for holding.
Holding against the Wildcats will move the ball back to the 40-yard line. Bring up second down, and is that 25 out there, Kitty?
It is.
Pretty close to it. Second down, and we've got 4.5 to go here in the first half. Johnson back there in the gun, and he's definitely wants to go to the air. He's got some pressure by Bob Evans. Right, oh, again, almost a takeaway for the North Kitsap Vikings. Number 6, Kanan Warren.
Oh, he read that so well,
Yep.
and then I think it was his own teammate who tried to read it too.
And you got to give the defender that got in on the quarterback some real credit for that one. He really forced him to pass, probably sooner than he wanted to.
Well, he knew that he wasn't going to pick up a lot on the run, even though he's had positive yardage tonight doing that, but they needed 25, and it is 3rd and 25.
And once again, back there, quarterback Chris Johnson. He's got Hines next to him, 2-3 split to that far side. And he's going to the air. He's going all the way to the air, way beyond anybody on that one.
Number 11, Connor, oh no, that must have been 10 down there. Kyler Gordon stopped. And I'm not sure why, because had he kept running, he had his man beat. I don't think he thought that's where the ball was going to be thrown.
You know, we've seen that a couple of times so far tonight, that the receivers have been beating the defenders, and they just have not been able to get it to them. So 4th down, and it looks like the Wildcats will punt it, but there they go with that switch again. Quarterback was back there, but they move Hines back now.
That may just go, what a special teams play by number 10, Kyler Gordon.
I guess so. Sophomore Kyler Gordon grabs it and puts it down on, what is that, the 2-yard line?
I thought for sure that, well, had it hit, that was going to be a touchback. So.
Yes, it would have been, but he got caught in the air. The only thing he missed was the fair catch sign. Well, we've got 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this first half, and North Kitsap about as deep as they have been. Starting out on their own 2-yard line here.
Breakthrough up the middle.
All right, over that left side. And quarterback, keeper. And
Brilliant.
he's going to move the chains.
Brilliant call.
Vikings first down.
That'll move them out to, looks like about the 12-yard line with a first down on that one. Yeah, that one was, you pretty much had to run that close to your own end zone.
And that avoided a handoff, any of that kind of exchange problem. And the blocking was there to, that almost went a little bit farther than that had he been able to break that last tackle.
First down for the Vikings. Andrews under center. Fakes the handoff. He's still got it. He wants to go to the air. And oh, no, that one was intended for number 8, Cole Milliard, but number 2, Emmanuel Osua, was a lot closer to it.
Yes, he was. The sophomore had it in his hands, and I think was so surprised, didn't know what to do.
We have 2nd down now.
That does stop the clock on the incomplete pass.
3:43 left to go here in the first half. Got a great crowd here tonight. And Anders still has it, going to the air again. And this time the pass is complete across the middle for a pickup of about 4 yards. But we have a yellow flag down. And it appears personal foul against the Wildcats. Ooh, that could be a big one.
Seems to be showing that it might have been a forearm to the face, or that the tackler or one of the players did. So that's going to be another first down, and still 3.5 minutes, plenty of time to move it all the way downfield for this North Kitsap Viking squad.
And that is a big one. That's going to move the ball down to the 31, 32, let's say, yard line. And first down for the Vikings.
I'm not sure they know where the ball is yet, because they are huddling up a little far away, aren't they, Doc?
Break. We got 30
now
yards
they're all
to get
running.
up to the
I don't
line
know
of
if this
scrimmage.
is part of the plan. Okay, guys, let's go.
I've heard of the hurry-up game. Oh, fakes the handoff to Solis, coming around this near side. Little bit of running room. That'll pick up a few yards that time.
Brought down by Kyler Gordon.
Kyler Gordon makes the tackle. Gain out to about the
Hendon on the carry.
Awesome block on the outside, but Gordon's still able to catch up with it.
Yeah, we'll pick him up 5, though. Second down now and 5. Clock continues to run. 2:36 to go here in the first half. Anders will go under center. Put the man in motion and hand off to Solis. And it looked like the Wildcats were expecting that one. Dax will pick up a couple on it, but it's going to bring up third down now, and he'll have about 3 and 4 yards to go for that first down. We are at 2 minutes and now under. So the Vikings need to maybe hurry up a little bit here, Kitty.
Well, I remember them doing a little bit more of a hurry-up offense.
Uh-oh.
That would be the tackle for loss.
That one did not fake anybody out, especially Anthony Gurley for the Wildcats, who drops the runner for about a 2-yard loss, bringing up fourth down now.
Gurley came from the secondary, and you saw the head of steam he picked up to come and take down the running back.
He had some speed, that's
He
for
certainly
sure.
did.
Fourth down now, and let's see what the Vikings are going to do. It appears that they may be calling a timeout.
They do have a referee standing right beside the coach.
Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, I saw the back judge put the hand up for the 5-second count on the play clock. And North will take a timeout. Fourth down. They've got about a long 4 or 5 to go to get that first down, and 53 seconds left on the clock.
My guess is they are going to punt, and possibly not what they tried last time. They will punt a little bit quicker this time, but we'll see on that for sure.
Yeah.
But the idea when you let the clock run down that much, you don't want to give a lot of time to this Wildcat group.
Well, happy to be bringing this contest to you thanks to the kitsapsun.com/GOTW, Game of the Week. We're West Sound TV, and it's been a fun season. It's been great to get 3 weeks into postseason, get to the quarterfinals.
We've had a blast. It is just, plus other than maybe last week with that absolute downpour, the monsoon going on, we had pretty good weather for almost every game.
No punt here, Kitty. Try to pull them off. Uh-oh, there's the timeout. And that's exactly what they were trying to do, was to pull the Wildcats off to pick up that 5 on the penalty, but they didn't go for it, and now the punting team coming in for the Vikings.
That, of course, takes nothing off the clock, as there was not a play happening.
Yeah, it would have been almost exactly that 5 yards right on where they needed to get for that first down.
Doc, I listened to them announce the training staff on the sideline, and it is almost the girls who are from the sports medicine. It's almost the entire volleyball team. I just thought it was pretty funny. Olivia Salembo down there. I know Bree Dushman was one of them. It was pretty funny to listen to. But here's that weird little symmetry. The last game, the team that knocked the North Kitsap Viking girls out of the 2A championships, Archbishop Murphy. Can the men get the revenge?
Fourth down here. And ball a little low. Oh, man. Again, a errant punt. Well, they're going to, looks like, mark it at the Wildcat 40.
Nope, they're still walking forward.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, the 46-yard line, it looks like. 46 seconds on the clock also for the Wildcats. Up by 6.
That really high kick can be very successful. The fact that it's going out of bounds, that's causing some problems on that. because otherwise you get a good bounce out of it, and they're not always going to get under it.
Wildcats at their own 46. Man goes in motion behind the quarterback. He looks to throw it to him, but he's still got it. He's still looking downfield. There's the yellow flag, and quarterback still keeping it. Driven out of bounds, but I think that one will come back, Kitty.
I do too. That's usually a sign of holding when they throw the hanky there.
And that's what the North Kitsap coaching staff is indicating. We
And
will see.
They're matching purple and white beanies tonight to keep a little bit warmer.
Yep. Holding against the Wildcats, so that'll move them back to their own 4. Well, let's see where they end up putting the ball.
We have this group over here of guys who look like they're discussing what they have to do to make this work out a little bit better. And I think the one in the middle, let me find him again. It would be Marcelo Sanchez, who's one of the captains and went out at the beginning of the game, but he's unable to play because he's injured. So he is trying to motivate those guys right now.
Well, that's going to move the Wildcats back to their own 30-yard line. First down, about 25. Handoff to Hines. And Hines breaks a tackle or two, and he'll have a good pickup there of about 10 or 12 yards. But the clock's continuing to tick. 23 seconds left to go in this first half. Second down now at about 14. The big thing is you do not want a game breaker.
No, you do not,
long
Doc.
pass.
Yeah, they're going a little bit deep right now.
Johnson looking for somebody. Oh, almost pulled down in the backfield. He still wants to go to the air, and he's got a receiver.
But out of time.
And that's going to do it. The end of the first half up here. Quarterfinals at the WCDWIA A State Championship 2A football tournament. And because there was a penalty, we have a momentary pause, but North Kitsap will not take it, and the half is over with the Wildcats leading by only 6-0 over our Vikings.
Doc, the defense has done as promised, so we have to see something come out of this offense. They've been able to move the ball but not gotten it in the red zone yet. They've just got to make a couple changes. You really like what you're seeing out of that defense, and what a game. This is against the number 4 team in the state.
That's right. Well, we are West Sound TV. Kitty Campagna, the producer of high school sports, on one microphone. Spencer Anderson working the camera and the computer for the KitsapSun.com. And I'm the doctor, Doc Parr. We will have that second half for you shortly.
Play basketball? The coach knows basketball.
She's still standing up. She just needs to be reiterated.
You're my boyfriend's brother. Get to line. You're a big boy. Go that way. Hey, just elbow. That's what I'm trying to do. Excuse me,
Viking fans, get on your feet. Here comes the Vikings! for the Vikings to begin the second half of play.
Welcome back to West Sound TV's presentation of High School Football 2015, and it's the quarterfinals for the 2A division here at Paulsbo's Viking Stadium up in North Kitsap. streaming it live on that. KitsapSuns.com/GOTW. Spencer Anderson's on the camera, Kitty Campagna on the other mic, and I'm the Dr. Doc Parr. And a great boot by Warren into the end zone. That'll give the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats starting possession at their own 20-yard line. And as we begin this third quarter, Kitty, a battle of the D's. Wildcats leading by only 6-0.
We talked about last week where that one missed extra point didn't really matter. We don't know what's going to happen this week. So far, this has been definitely a defensive battle on both ends. Some openings in the secondary that neither quarterback has completed. They've thrown closer to the other team at times.
And handoff up to the middle. Good tackle. Getting up off the bottom there. Number 57 for North Kitsap, and that's Corey Jackson.
We've mentioned Corey many, many times tonight. He seems to be maybe he read the Wildcat playbook.
And again, another one of those juniors out there for Coach Weibel and the North Kitsap staff. Second down now. Pickup of about 2 or 3 on that first one. Man in motion, handoff to Hines, and he does a nice spin move. He'll get a first down.
Zach Clark bringing him down, and had he not, that was going to go for another 6.
Man, they've been doing that. He's been using that spin move a bit tonight. Ben Hines.
He's listed at 5'11", 208, and solid running back, but pretty quick and tough to bring down.
Ball is out to the Wildcat 34. Johnson with the handoff. Oh, good defense, but they missed him. They had him behind the line of scrimmage on that one. And that would be Anthony Gurley running it for the Wildcats.
I think he got about 6.
Ooh, they're going to give him close to 9, Kitty.
He got 9, but ran 22, I believe.
At least.
Back and forth in that particular.
Man. And they had him. They had him dropped at the line of scrimmage, but he would not go down. Second down now for the Wildcats. Ball is on their own 43-yard line. Junior quarterback up there, Connor Johnson.
Connor was named the first team quarterback for the Cascade
And
Conference.
timeout for the Wildcats. Archbishop Thomas Murphy, Wildcats from Everett over here. And like we said earlier, they have been a powerhouse football program since they began. And they only began playing football, I think, around 2000.
Wow. Yeah, they're not in as tough a conference as what we saw Cedro Woolley coming from, because as I said, they have 2A and 1A combination in there, and they're the only team left from their conference in the playoffs as far as 2A goes. The 1A Kings are still going.
Well, we do know that on that 2A side, Squalicum from up there is still alive, and Cedro Woolley.
Cedro Woolley, in fact, already won today from what we heard.
Okay, they're moving to the quarters.
To the semis.
Semis are correct. And over that far side, almost around the end, and once again, it's Anthony. Now, we saw him in the early part of the first half, but they seemed to not go to him after that first few minutes or first few drives in that opening session.
Well, and it was Kerry Jackson also that they were using then, but we were discussing that they have a lot of weapons out there, so pick and choose.
First down and a good defensive effort, but man, number 21 for the Wildcats bulling his way up there, Austin Earl. He'll pick up only about a yard or so on that one, but he was dragging some Vikings with him.
Just another one of those weapons. He has 27 rushes on the year.
Second down and 8, ball in Viking territory, but just barely beyond the 50. Pitch back to Gurley. Gurley makes a move, and again, nice defense.
Anthony Gurley picks
Boy, I thought that had a great potential. You could see him building up a head of steam, and he tried to make a little move. Not fooled were the Vikings.
He'll pick up 1 or 2 on that, but that'll bring up 3rd down now, and let's say close to 7 to go. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Vikings.
Cedro Woolley winning earlier today, as did Prosser, and they'll play each other in the semifinals.
Straight drop back by Johnson. He's flushed out of the pocket, going deep, and a beautiful defensive job down there. Number 33 would be Sam Hendon.
Having a good night, isn't he? Yeah.
Man, and I'm telling you, Johnson's got a bit of an arm.
Yes, he does. Something of a cannon there, sending it down there.
So 4th down, once again, a defensive stop. And the Wildcats line up here, and the quarterback is back where the punter is, Connor Johnson. And we'll see if they switch again. And yes, indeed, there they go. Hines moving back. And I'm not sure why they do that, Kate.
Well, I'm not sure either, but I actually thought they were going to hit that to the quarterback and possibly do a fake.
Oh, and a North Kitsap bounce. Finally downed by the Wildcats at the North 30. That was Emmanuel Osuowa stopping it.
So, Doc, we've seen, if I've counted them right, 3 punts by this Archbishop Murphy team, and they don't punt. So North doing a really nice job on defense.
Well, both sides doing a good job on D.
That is
Score
very
being
true.
6-0. In the 3rd quarter here at North Kitsap Stadium, quarterfinals of the WCDWIAA 2A Football Championship Tournaments. Chris Andrews will keep it. He wants to get around to this near side, but nowhere to go.
That would be Abe, the big man Abe. Abe Lucas, 6'8", 260.
Oh, man. And I wonder what their basketball team looks like. Man. Loss there of about 4 on that one.
I thought they had actually done a pretty nice fake on the handoff, and that might get something, but there's some speed out of that big guy.
2nd down now and about 14. Anders under center. It's a double handoff, but once again, nowhere to go. Still on his feet, but it's not going to help. Another loss of yardage. Poor old Nate Yormo was trying to do his best, but could go nowhere but backwards.
He had a couple really big guys, including Darian Joseph there at the end, who missed him. I can't believe he got free a couple times, considering the size of the guys trying to bring him down. But
Yormo's only 5'10", 175, I think.
Yeah, the misdirection, not misdirecting the other team, unfortunately.
3rd down now, and a long ways to go for the Vikings. They got to get out to the 41 to get a 1st down. And handoff to Hendon. Hendon will bring it out beyond the 30, but that's barely back to the original line of scrimmage, if even that.
That was actually Solis with the carry that time.
4th down now, and the Vikings will have to kick it away. So what a defensive effort tonight by both sides. But the Wildcats, man, they are looking strong.
One more opportunity for the punt.
Kanan Warren.
No? Yeah. Someone else is back this time, Doc.
You're right. And that's quite the squibber. Whoa. His knee did not touch, apparently.
Oh, no.
He breaks out.
Oh, and that block.
And that's going to do it. Into the end zone for the touchdown for the Wildcats, and it's Anthony Gurley. Man, his knee almost touched turf here where he picked up the ball.
That's where they would love to have our replay, I'm sure, just to make sure that didn't happen. There was a block that happened. I'm expected to see a Viking that was just smeared onto the ground there. One of those not expecting sort of blocks.
So at the 6:44 mark, the Wildcats put another 6 on the board.
Ryan Henderson in for the kick again. Absolutely solid.
Yep. 13-0 now for the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats over our North Kitsap Vikings. And yeah, maybe they decided that after those couple of not great punts by Warren to try somebody else.
And I think it was number 20, Matt Dotterway.
That's what I thought too.
It did go much farther, and I actually thought it was going to be a fairly effective punt, but a nice job by Anthony Gurley picking that up and going the distance. Once he didn't even need the tearaway jersey, just able to pull away from the Vikings.
Well, a second touchdown in tonight's game, and both of them scored by the Wildcats. 6:44 in the third quarter.
So far, we've seen nothing but touchbacks on the kickoffs. We'll see if that continues.
I tell you that PAT could have been a 30, 40-yard field goal.
That was a solid kick.
And it's Ryan Henderson, again a junior, Special Teams Player of the Year
for the Cascade Conference. Crowd a little bit quieter right now, trying to get some excitement going again.
And into the end zone and out. So North Kitsap will start at their own 20-yard line. And we need to see that offense, Kitty, from the Vikings.
The first set, they went nothing but backwards, which certainly makes it tough. And that's that really tough defense that you're seeing out of Archbishop Murphy. You don't go 11-0 with a bad defense. They started out the year with a couple shutouts. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shutouts on the year. 2 of them where it was 3 with 6 or 7. The most scored against them was 14.
Junior Chris Andrews under center for the Vikings. Oh, ball is on the ground. Andrews picks it up, but he's going to be dropped for a big loss. And that play did not look good from the very beginning.
Darian Joseph, one of the many Wildcats in on that tackle, and again starting off with negative yardage. So tough to get your drive going with that.
Loss of about 4 or 5 on that. Second down and 14 up there for the Vikings.
So far, pretty predictable. They've called that run up the center or just trying to run around the end, and the Wildcats are figuring that out.
Yeah, it looked like they ran into each other too.
That does cause problems.
Faked it that time. Oh, look out. And let's see where they're going to place it.
It will not be a safety. He was down.
It's what the Wildcats
easily.
want. It looks like they're going to place it on, well, the 5-yard line. Third down and a whole bunch to go, Kitty.
You know, that's something of a failure on the officiating crew and not like getting that whistle blown when the forward progress is done. Plus that throw him to the ground and the helmet flying off. It may not be an actual penalty, but you got to be careful with that. That gets to be a little more aggressive than necessary.
So third down for the Vikings. Ball back on their own 4-yard line, 5-yard line. And out, look out. All right. We got some positive yardage and almost Well, back to the original line of scrimmage for sure.
Plus, that was Solis again.
Dax will take it. He took that 15, took it out to the 26-yard line. Unfortunately, they've got to go to the 30 for a first down, which leaves 4th and 2. And the kicking team coming on in.
Just too close to their own end zone to make any other call right now.
Yep. Let's see who we got out there.
Warren this time back in.
Yep, Kanan's back there. Looks like the Wildcats want to try to block it. Oh, beautiful. Now there's a nice punt. Gurley has to go back and still is not going to touch it, and it's going to take a great North Kitsap roll down at the Wildcat 20-yard line.
This is why Keenan Warren was the first-team kicker for the Olympic League. I do see a yellow flag out there. I'm not sure what that's for. But right now they are right around the 19.
And they will discuss it. A couple of Vikings hanging out. Christian Tom.
And Sean Crowell.
Holding against the Wildcats.
That has brought the cowbells back to life, Doc.
Yep.
That can change a game, that nice of a punt.
Well, and add the holding onto it. The Wildcats are going to start out about where the Vikings started out on their own. See where they end up placing it, but they're all the way back to about the 3-yard line.
Not where the chains are yet. We're waiting to see where they set it. Yeah, they're moving with the referees now.
Well, it'll go back to the Wildcat 9, which is where they will begin. So here's an opportunity for North if the defense can hold them.
Field position so very important here.
Johnson got that old T back there. Oh, great defense that time.
Number 59 in first. Grabbed an ankle, slowed him up enough. Oh, it can't be 50.
I think 69.
That would be. That might
was
be it.
in there on that one. Been waiting to call Bob Evans' name. Olympic League MVP.
Defensive MVP.
Defensive, correct. Okay, second down and about it is the original line of scrimmage. Pass out to the flat. Oh boy, is the ball loose?
I don't
Nope, it's
think
not.
so, but that was certainly diagnosed by the Vikings immediately.
And that's going to be a loss of yardage. Third down now, and it's about 13 for the Wildcats. So if the D can hold them one more time here, the Vikings should have decent starting position. We've got 2:40 left to go in the third quarter.
So far, going through the air hasn't gotten a lot for either team.
They pretty much have to, you would think. Straight drop back. Johnson's going out. He's got the receiver, and it's a first down for the Wildcats out to their own 30-yard line.
Boy, I saw him cut across the middle, that slant, and it was immediately open, and that's such a great play if you can catch and run with it.
So the Wildcats got out of big-time trouble there, moving it out to their own 30-yard line, 29 actually, and a first down.
That time, Connor Johnson right on with the pass.
Handoff, and let's see, I believe that is 28. That would be Jackson. Pick it up about 5.5 on that. Second down now, and a long 4. Ball is at the 34-yard line of the Wildcats. This time Johnson goes under center, hands off, and that one's going nowhere. Once again, getting out of there is Noda. Man, Quinn Noda has been in on some stops again. Another junior for the North Kitsap Vikings.
Well, he too, being a first-team defensively DL.
Third down now, and 4 to go for that first down.
Oh, no. Christian Tom with the offsides. That's going to give them another first down.
Yep. 4 to go, and a penalty will be worth 5. First down for the Wildcats. The ball will be moved to their own 40-yard line. Another first, Kitty, and 1 minute left to go in the third quarter.
That's your
You gotta get the ball back, North.
trouble with the blitz is just getting a little bit too anxious on it.
Handoff, and some yardage there for Austin Earl.
Sean Crowell coming out of that, shaking the hand that doesn't have the cast on it. He's so important to this team that he plays hurt as a senior.
Second down now. Ball is on the 46. They've got to get to the 50. 25 seconds on the quarter clock. And fake to Hines, goes to Gurley. He's going around that far side. Oh, nice job there. And number 19 for the Vikings, Zach Clark. Another one of those first teamers on defense.
28 tackles on the year.
Well, that'll do it for quarter number 3. 1 touchdown scored, and it was the Wildcats from Archbishop Murphy, who now lead 13-0 over the Vikings. Welcome back to West Sound TV's presentation of high school football. It's the quarterfinals in the West Central District WIAA State Championship Football Tournament 2A Division. And we are up at North Kitsap's Viking Stadium as they host the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats. I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, Kitty Campagna on the other microphone, Spencer Anderson on the camera, and thanks to the kitsapsun.com/GOTW for making it possible to bring this game to the community. Right now, the Wildcats are up 13-0, and a flag on that one as they get into first down territory, but the flag was back at the line of scrimmage.
Thinking there might have been some motion early on that they called. Illegal shift.
Oh, against the Wildcats. That'll move them back.
Last year, North, their season ended with a score of 7-2 against Hawkinson, and that was one of those where obviously the defense scored 2 and the offense didn't get it going. Obviously, the offense is gonna have to get something going here soon, and the defense will have to make another stop here.
And West Sound was here for that one too.
They were.
So we were happy to be able to bring that to the community. And again, so much thanks to the Kitsap Sun for doing the game of the week this season. It's been great. We've had calls. We had somebody from Beijing, China last week say they were watching the game. Johnson out of the pocket. He's got a first down and more into Viking territory down to about the 38-yard line.
Finally brought down by Clark. That was precipitated by a nice block in the backfield.
Just underway here in quarter number 4, and maybe we're starting to see a little bit of tiredness out there for the Viking defense, which has been out there a lot.
Well, now I was saying how he had negative yardage. I think he may have pulled himself out of that during this game. He's showing some good mobility when necessary.
Handoff and going up over that left side for about 4 or 5 yards.
Archbishop Murphy doing exactly what they want to do. They just keep running the clock and getting some yards.
That was Austin Earl again carrying it. Ball is at the Viking 35.
North with some valiant defense out there. Been out there working a long time.
And Hines going over that
possibly a ball.
left side. There's a big crowd there. But it looks like the Wildcats will keep it. Head man Rob Schauger says it's 3rd down.
This year, the Wildcats have only lost 4 fumbles. On the turnover ratio, they've only had 8 of them. They had 4 interceptions, 4 fumbles. In the other way, there were 29, so it's a plus 21 on turnovers.
3rd down and about 3 yards to go for a first. Hand off to Anthony, and he's got a first down and a lot more. He's going to put another 6 on the board for the Wildcats from Archbishop Murphy. And that poor old North Kitsap D, man, they may have been out there just a little too long, Kitty.
Well, Anthony, we've seen him run on that punt return, the way he can just pick up speed and so tough to bring down. Once he made it through the initial line, there wasn't anybody who was going to get him.
2nd touchdown in a row for Anthony.
Could be why he was named the offensive MVP for the Cascade Conference. He doesn't even lead his team in yards as far as rushing, but he's also a receiving threat and a punt and kickoff return threat.
PAT attempt here for the Wildcats. And it's good. Like I said, he could kick you a 40-yarder.
I'm pretty sure that one went over the fence. They're going to have to send some little kid out to get that one.
Well, another 7 on the board makes it 20-0 here at the beginning of quarter number 4 in favor of Archbishop Thomas Murphy's Wildcats from Everett area, Everett, Washington.
They've had just a great year. They started out by beating Notre Dame. It wasn't that Notre Dame. Notre Dame Regional out of Vancouver, British Columbia, 56-0. And their last time they scored 56-21 over Black Hills. They came in as the number 3 seed because of the weird way they do those early districts. They're just getting a seed and getting someone in, even though they're undefeated.
And I do believe they are rated 4 in
Correct.
the state poll.
But just having a deadly night. Their defense is so strong. As I said, their secondary was named, the entire secondary was the first team secondary, and you've seen that. North is unable to pass against them. And of course that means that they're also so quick. They've been coming in on the blitzes and getting them in the backfield. So it's been a tough night for the North Kitsap offense.
The last 2 touchdowns scored by Gurley on long runs. But again, no chance for a return out of the end zone. And North Kitsap will start at their own 20-yard line.
Hendon and Solis back there just feeling so helpless because that ball has not made it anywhere but out of the end zone tonight.
Well, you know, this is a week further than North Kitsap made it last year.
That's not enough solace for them, though. they came in
Well,
tonight
Dax is
knowing
doing his job.
he is. I was hoping someone would catch that pun. Yes, exactly.
First down for North. Oh, look out. A little bit of running room. Nice. There's some more than a little bit. Oh, the ball.
No.
Get out of bounds. Let's see. I think it was out before they.
He had
cut
to
it.
have been down before that ball left his hands.
Man, the referee's discussing it right now.
And the running back down on the ground. I think that's Hendon. It is North's ball.
North will maintain the possession, but let's see who's down for North.
I believe it's Hendon. Longest run of the night. That was gorgeous. Such extra effort he put into that.
Man. Yeah, oh, they're looking at the knee. Not a good sign.
The ball will be placed at the 36-yard line of the Wildcats. First and 10 for Kitsap.
Athletic trainer Julie Lewis out there. Members of this North Kitsap coaching staff, of course, head coach Jeff Weibel. Assistants Dave Snyder, Peter Blue, Scott Crowell, Jared Prince, that's a familiar name to a few people. Chris Richardson, Kyle Peterman, and then they have volunteers Cedric Andrews, Rob Castro, Steve Chris, Brandon Gherkin, Paul Ingram, Scott Knutson, Jerry Parrish, Tim Larson, Eric Milliard, and Virgil Taylor.
Yeah, it's good to see Coach Parrish and Verge still out there helping out their teams,
Well,
team.
Virgil, the one who keeps me updated on stats, his laptop died today, so he sent me some things via his phone, just enough to give me some of the updates.
All right. And when we first started doing football up here, Verge was the, or might have been basketball even. Verge was the AD at that time up here at North.
I believe once you are a Viking, you remain a Viking. It's pretty tough for them to go away. Jerry Parrish coming back, helping, of course.
Oh, it's Dax Solis,
Oh, it is
Kitty.
Dax. And he had some issues earlier this year.
It was Hendon with the run. And Dax is going kind of slowly, which is not a good sign for the Vikings. Great run, though, moving the ball down to the 36-yard line of the Wildcats. And it looks like they're going to keep their eye on Dax.
I think he was the one who had the run, but I am not sure, Doc. That between 32 and 33, they kind of blend.
There's 33 with it right now, Kitty. Sam Hendon will take it and pick up about 3 on that. First down, moves it ahead to the 34, 33-yard line. I guess they'll place it on the 34. Second down now. The clock continues to move. 9:05 left to go.
John Setti bringing the play in from the sideline.
Vikings down 20-0. Johnson with those gold shoes, or Andrews, excuse me, with those gold shoes on. Pretty good pickup through a bunch of big Wildcats.
Sam Hendon again carries the ball down to the
Hendon will pick up about 3 on that one. Third down now and about 4 to go. Ball at the 30-yard line.
You can tell it's tough for Sean Crowell on the sideline, as he was one of their leading running backs this year. In fact, he was voted first team running back.
Third down now. Hand off to Hendon, makes a great move. The old swivel hips there.
Had
Didn't
he
have
not-
to do the spin. He just moved
He
the
did.
hips.
It was quite nice. The footwork on that
It
was great.
Excellent. And that's a first down for the Vikings. Ball down to the, let's say, 24-yard line.
Down 3 scores, trying to pick it up just a little bit. You got to keep your patience. You got to keep running what you do, but they also know that they need to score pretty quickly.
And it's a double handoff, the reverse.
Oh,
And that one has the same results that it did the first time they tried that move. And
same
that-
people bringing
Yep.
them down. I think Luke Riojas and Darian Joseph are 2 of the big guys in on that.
Yormo was the ball carrier, and he's going to lose about 3 yards on that. And they tried that play earlier, and the exact same thing happened.
It's just a little bit too slow developing.
Yep.
Nice job by Chris Andrews going out there trying to get the block on it, but by the time he makes it to the outside, there is this wall of Wildcat.
Second down now, and 13 for the Vikings. Loss of 3 on that. Andrews going to the air.
Oh, that should be pass interference if it.
Oh, it
Yep.
is. I see a yellow hanky.
He is holding on to him the whole time. That's a great play.
So it was a little bit more than just a bump.
Yes.
And as we know from the pro game, you can do that for 5 or 6 yards, but beyond that, it's interference against the Wildcats. And now that's going to move. It's not like the pro game where it would be automatic first down at the point of the foul, but it should be a 15-yarder.
That is exactly why in college and high school, sometimes it is the smarter move actually to interfere if you think you're beat, because they're not going to put it down where that happened. It might still be a pretty good sized penalty.
And in this case, it's going to move the ball down to the Wildcat 12-yard line with a first down for the Vikings.
We have entered the red zone, Doc. Maybe it's a twilight zone, but it,
Well, they're going to need some time shifting here.
That could
with
be it.
6:30 left to go in the game.
some eerie happenings.
Andrews being chased. Look at those big guys. Oh, he gets it off.
Oh, flag though.
And shall we guess illegal man, illegal receiver downfield?
Could be that. Once your quarterback runs around like that, it's hard not to try to go out and block for him. But we'll see what they say.
We did talk a couple weeks ago to one of the refs who said they usually give him a couple of yards. The
That's
lineman.
good. They should.
But after that,
Darian Joseph, 6'5", 240. He's been in that backfield, and he's listed as a defensive end. Just comes off the end and goes after that quarterback. You don't expect that kind of speed out of him. Oh, they're picking it up.
oh, put it away, they said.
Is wage off. The result of the play is a gain,
So let's see where it's going to move the ball to.
7-yard line.
And
Official timeout at the moment.
yeah, they'll have to figure out, I guess, where the ball should be.
It was a completed pass.
And it was to Yormo. And a great job by Andrews to run out of the grasp.
I don't know how you throw it when you're sweating that hard.
Darian Joseph, another one of those big guys. Second down and about 5. Ball is inside the 10-yard line for North. Hinden is not going anywhere on that one.
They use face mask to bring him down, I believe. So
Nope. Oh, yeah, there's the yellow flag. Personal foul, face mask against the Wildcats. Well, we'll take it.
And that's-
Vikings fans will take it.
that is actually Solis in there. He got up there, got up limping again. He was the one taken down. The North Kitsap fans, the boo is not on the call. They are not happy with what seems to be kind of not nice play. But, you know, this is football.
Second down, but let's see, the ball is going to be moved closer to the goal. It's going to be placed at the 5-yard line now. And more whistles, Kitty.
Discuss whether that would actually have been an automatic first down, because otherwise it's now second and, I guess it would be like second and about 1.
Yeah, the flag people haven't moved.
Nope. They're going to wait until something has been determined.
Yeah.
Smart move. Solison out there.
Yeah, it's good to see that he's up and moving.
He's still a little gimpy. You can definitely tell that, trying to flex that foot. But every one of these guys, this is in the state championships, it's not the actual state championship, but you have made it to the state playoffs, and that you're going to play any way you can.
Well, the quarterfinals should be the top 8 teams in the state of Washington. Personal foul, face mask against the Wildcats. It is going to be a second down and about 2.
That's crazy, Doc. Why that isn't an automatic first down. I know it's half the distance, but that should be a first down.
And at that point, half the
if
distance
defensive
is only a few
holding
yards.
is automatically a first down, how is that not a first down?
Yep, second down and a couple to go. Ball is on just about the 4-yard line, and they are still...
Our man in the white hat explaining what has happened over with the coaches on the Archbishop Murphy side.
6 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the game, and Rob Schauger, the head man, says, roll the clock. Andrews rolls out to this near side, wants to go to the air.
Intercepted.
And taken away right there at the goal line.
That is Ben Hines with the interception. He had one interception on the year.
And that just may do it, Kitty.
It just might. Now they're determining whether he was actually in the end zone and it'll go out to the 20, or if he's on. No, I would agree with the call.
Yeah,
it's like where the ball was.
Going to place it on the 1-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats will take over.
5:53 remaining possibly in the season for North Kitsap right now.
Now, they had a good drive, albeit helped a lot by some yellow flags.
Well, that is true. And he had the right idea. Again, pressure causing that pass to come out just a little too soon.
Connor Johnson, he's one of those guys that, oh, look at it. Fingers pointing.
And it's actually on Archbishop Murphy,
well,
so they'll lose a 1/4 of an inch.
I was going to say, half the distance would be about half of a yard at best. Good news is no time off the clock.
That is correct. Score remains 20-0.
And they're saying a safety. North is wanting the safety. I don't see the referees yet calling it, and it looks like they're going to put it at the original line of scrimmage there on the 1-yard line. That was Hines with the carry.
So far, none of the athletic callers are winning. There's been a couple groups who've wanted safeties, and it hasn't happened.
And that's very close. That's way inside the 1. That's on about the inch line. Pitch back. And let's see if they got him this time in the end zone.
I don't think so.
Nope, doesn't look like it. In fact, it looks like you'll pick up a yard or two. And from the Wildcat standpoint, they're using up the clock.
They are.
4:54 left to go. Third down. And you rarely see a deep pitch back like that in the
end zone. I thought that was an interesting call.
I did too.
Because had he not been able to get around that corner, that was 2 for the Vikings.
And receive the ball. Third down for the Wildcats.
No one back in the secondary, but really no one lined up as if they're going to go that way.
And maybe a yard or two for Hines on that one, but it's going to bring up fourth down, and the Wildcats, the ball is at the 5-yard line, so they will kick it away, and North Kitsap should have another chance on offense. We'll see what will happen with 3 minutes, 54 seconds left to go.
Official timeout there for a second to fix equipment.
Clock is running. And again, that switch. Hines dropping back to get it. Using up a fair amount of time. Good punt. Out to the 48. Nice pickup.
Zach
And
Clark.
Nice run back. Clark manages to take it down to the 25-yard line of the Wildcats.
North continues to have some really, really good plays, such positive things happening. I know that they're not going to look at that and when it's your last game of the season, you're going, oh, who cares about the teaching moments and doing some good things, but they care because, again, they have a lot of people coming back next year, things to look forward to.
I was going to say Zach Clark, a junior.
There you are.
So we've called a lot of juniors out there. But Archbishop Murphy also has a fair amount of juniors on their side and underclassmen.
Of course, there are the seniors, your Kanan Warren, Leaf Klinger, Cole Milliard, Cole Rabideau.
And that one's up in the air.
And that was attempted to go to Cole Milliard.
Sean Crowell, senior.
Christian Tom, Bob Evans. A lot of guys out there have put in their time and done so much for this particular program.
And they will certainly miss him. Second down now, and the ball is on the 24-yard line. Andrews got it. He wants to go to the air again. Uh-oh. Now, who's that going to go on? It was pass interference, but is it going to be offense or defense?
Well, Archbishop Murphy's trying. I know they're pretending it's against North.
Pretending.
We'll see.
Pass it.
It was against offense,
it
they
was
say.
against the offense. Offensive pass interference. And it was Milliard that was down there again. So that will move North back.
Now North continues with this play action with trying the fake handoff. And at this point, that's almost useless because they know they're not running.
Second down, but way back now. Ball is going to go all the way back to the 39-yard line. They were on the 24. Actually, second down.
It looked like
Whoa! And that was...
it's their ball right there because that was a lateral, whether they knew it or not. It went backwards.
Yep, so out of bounds. And that's where the ball will be placed, moving it back again. This time the 45-yard line, third down at the 45.
That was their trick play, that number 13, Tristan Newman, listed as one of their other quarterbacks. So I'm pretty sure that was going to be the backwards pass, and then he would then have the opportunity to pass forward.
Third down for the Vikings. Hendon in motion.
Ooh.
Oh, look out. And the quarterback, Chris Anders, dropped at the 50-yard line. That looked close to a horse collar.
There
Kitty.
was something that didn't look right about that, Doc, and Andrews is going to have to come off.
Yeah, it's fourth down for North Kitsap. Ball at their own 50. Timeout North. 2:50 left to go in the ball game, and it's a 20-0 lead for the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats. Well, it's been a good season, and congratulations to, of course, the Olympic High Trojans who won the Olympic League this year, and North Kitsap Vikings who have made it the furthest they've ever done in or at least recently in postseason, making it to the quarters. And the North Kitsap Viking volleyball team once again at the state tournament, not quite the results they had last year with that second place. And you know, Cross Point, who we don't get to see very often, their girls soccer team is in the state championship matchup
For the third year in a row.
Yep.
Pretty impressive, and that's without that Desiree Doty and some of those players that we know from the past. They just continue to build things with 12 people in the school. It's amazing. You talked about Olympic, a lot of their players also making that Olympic League All-Star team, and just mentioning a couple of them.
Oh, it was the old hook and ladder almost there.
The flea flicker,
Yeah.
who knows what all they're going to do. But that was a completed pass, and that was number 13 completing that, Tristan Newman.
Yes, Newman out there on the QB. But that was fourth down, and it did not make it anywhere near to where they had to, which means the Wildcats will take over with 2:44 left to go on their own 44-yard line.
They will play the winner of that Squalicum-Tumwater game that's happening at the same time.
Matt, have they played Squalicum, do you know, this season?
They have not.
Okay. Squalicum is up from Bellingham.
They're
up
in
the
that
Bellingham
Northwest
area.
Conference where Cedro Woolley exists.
And Linden.
Yep.
The Linden Lions. Oh, look out. Anthony Gurley breaking through. And let's see if he's in. I still don't see. There it is. There's the indication. And that will be the nail in the coffin.
56-yard touchdown.
Wow. And
56-yard run.
Three of them for Anthony. All three long runs.
Gurley showing us why he was
Man.
named that offensive MVP of the Cascade Conference. He's obviously at this point you have some tired guys out there, and this one doesn't have a whole lot of meaning, but it's just kind of, this is how we play, guys. We got it all.
Well, as I said, this is a week further than North made it last year. Yeah, with a lot of returning players coming back next season. The prospects look good for the North Kitsap Vikings. Yeah, we got some yellow flags there, but now they know the level that they've got to be at.
That is true.
This is ranked, the Wildcats are ranked as number 4 in the state in the 2A division.
Well, maybe what they needed was a little rain, because they took out River Ridge 17-6, which no one expected, to be very truthful. They took out 5 prior to that very handily, so they did not let that loss to Olympic end their season. They came out fighting and have done such a great job here at the end of the year.
And the first 2 games were away games for North against Fife and River Ridge. And that one looks like it's going to be good for another PAT. Now the good news, well, not the good news, but the statistical good news for North is that the PAT kicker missed one.
He did, and they made him punt more times than they've punted probably in a game, from what I could tell.
Well, it's been a good season. 2:30. Congratulations to the North Kitsap Vikings for hanging in there and playing tough.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if Andrews will go back. He was brought down pretty hard on that last play.
Yeah, I don't see him along where he's at the moment. Well, good news though, he's only a junior, and so hopefully he will be back next year for the North Kitsap Vikings. And
these Vikings extending our season as well, and the Kitsap Sun extending our season by paying for the fees that come with broadcasting once you get into the quarterfinals, and that's through the WCD3. So really nice of them to be able to do that for us and share this, because they know that they're sharing it with this community. But the really fun part is I always let them know wherever they're coming from. So those guys in Everett, their family members, their relatives, and same with the North Kitsap kids that are able to see this, that would not be able to see it. And this is a huge day for these kids. I went to my nephew's state championship in Montana. It was minus 11 degrees at the time, and we stuck to those metal bleachers. And the tears that they shed at the end were so tough, but these are memories that they take with them forever.
And again, they're through the end zone on the kickoff. North will get it at the 20-yard line. And it's cold out there, no doubt about it. Spencer's been doing the yeoman's job. I'm glad he brought the hoodie.
We're not actually sure that we have a picture right now, but knowing him, we do.
Well, yeah, he brought the hoodie at least.
He did.
Got a little bit extra protection there.
Kristen Newman in at quarterback.
And as predicted, Newman has come in for quarterback.
Yeah, there's Chris on the sideline there, and he is standing and kind of moving back and forth. Oh, Newman coughs it up, and
it may have eventually gotten.
I'm not sure who's going to end up with it.
Wildcats.
Yep, the Wildcats are. Party's over, it looks like, up here in Paulsbo.
Well, you know, Doc, what that shows you, and I know that Tristan's not played that much, it really shows you how well Chris Andrews played. He kept good control of the ball, and boy, he had to run away from some big guys and did not lose anything. Great running tonight we had some good runs by Hendon and by Solis.
And Solis will be back as only a sophomore, and Sam a junior. Quarterback Andrews a junior. Oh, nice job. And I believe, is that Bob Evans?
You know, it seems right to be able to call out the name of the eatery in Indiana when he scores. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's my brother and sister-in-law live in Illinois, Springfield, and Bob Evans is one of their favorite restaurants to go to.
It was my spring break hangout, or actually my October break, because when you're from Montana, you don't go home for that. And you have to find the good places to eat.
Second down now for the Wildcats. And Hines has got it. He'll pick up a few forward progress, about 4 yards on that. Maybe 5.
Whole group of Vikings bring them down.
Third down and 8 coming up for the Wildcats.
Bob Evans led this Viking team with 129 tackles. That is a phenomenal number.
And unfortunately, he is a senior.
True, although we kept calling him a junior for a while this year because we had the wrong year.
Well, and it seems to me he may have played for 4 years, because we've called his name quite a bit up here at North. But what a great job that he's done over the period for the North Kitsap Vikings. Johnson with the handoff, and it's Gurley. He's pretty deceptive. That guy's got some moves.
Austin Earl, the ball carrier.
Oh, it was Earl, wasn't Gurley, excuse me.
They are kind of clones of each other, many of them out there. They're all such good runners. And as I said, there were 11 different runners who had touchdowns.
4th down now for the Wildcats, and
12 seconds going off. We're done.
yep. Gonna say we don't even get to see a field goal to
Nope.
end it up here. And that will do it up here at Vikings Stadium North Kitsap High School in Paulsbo, and the Archbishop Thomas Murphy Wildcats come away with the victory tonight over the North Kitsap Vikings. So the Wildcats will move on to the Tacoma Dome next week and into the semifinals and the end of the season for the North Kitsap Vikings, but congratulations to them for making it to the quarters.
Well, how cool that it's not fun to end at home with a loss, but they did get to end at home, and that they had to have, what a great crowd that they had. This community supports North Kitsap athletics like nothing. It's absolutely amazing how well they do, and the people who they don't have kids in the system, they don't care. They come to watch them. They appreciate the sports.
Well,
I wanted to make sure we thank Matt Stanford up here for making sure we had a spot and trying to keep our Spencer warm, and we were up here 2 or 3 times this year and always treated nicely.
Well, again, so much thanks to the kitsapsun.com/GOTW. Since September 5, a game of the week every Friday night, and here in postseason it's been Saturday, but it's been great to go as deep as the quarterfinals and the state championship tournament with our North Kitsap Vikings.
Well, and I'm going to actually give a kudos to West Sound TV. We are a very small group of volunteers, and we put together a team to come and do all these different shows for the kids and the parents and everybody out there. And I'm pretty proud of what we put out there. So, it's nice to be part of it.
Well, we certainly have to thank Mr. Spencer Anderson, who has done just he's a great camera person. He knows the game and gives
we'd love to have him on the mic more often.
Well, yeah, but he's much better than some of the rest of us
on the camera.
doing camera. And he has just really done a great job this season. And Kitty Campagna, thank you so much for producing the high school sports and getting all the paperwork and stats and permission slips and everything else that we need to be able to bring this to the community. Well, as the North Kitsap Vikings and fans finish up the season with the North Kitsap fight song up here in Paulsbo. Again, congratulations to all of our high school teams here in the Kitsap Peninsula, and a great job that they do playing. We've got a number of teams that went on into postseason this year, and it means that we're coming up to basketball.
We're not done.
Coming up soon, high school basketball. Well, I'm the doctor, Doc Parr for West Sound TV, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.